This is the CV1 by ModVans. It is a pop-top camper van built on the Ford Transit chassis. Now this particular chassis has the 148-inch wheelbase and is the mid-length version. Now ModVans offers a few options for the chassis itself. The first being 4x4. They go through a company called QuadVan to do the conversion. The other option they offer are the windows. This version has windows all around, but they have two other versions, one with just a window on the sliding door, and then another with the window on the sliding door and then the opposite wall. Let's take a full tour of the CV1 starting on the exterior. On the passenger side, as an option, they mount a Carefree awning that comes out and has an LED light as well as a wind sensor. There isn't much on the driver's side, but there is a 30 amp shore power plug and the outlet for the Truma. Now the interesting thing here is they have a Truma Combi standard, that's your hot water and furnace combo, but it's mounted on the underside of the van. The way this van has been designed, they made it so that you could keep the factory spare tire underneath the rear and not have to mount it on the back of the van itself. That frees you up from being able to put a motorcycle or bicycles on the back, do something else for that matter. Let's hit on inside. Standard, the passenger seat is able to be turned around and made part of the living room in the van. They do offer the option to have the driver's seat flip around as well and put a little table up front so you can have a bit of a dining area. Let's talk about the pop top. I'm 5'11", and this honestly is the highest pop top I've ever seen. Literally, I can barely reach the ceiling. It is a composite of fiberglass with a foam center. Very lightweight. I actually picked one up, and they are able to put up to 300 watts of solar on the roof, a rack, and an AC system, which are all optional. Another option they can put up there for you is a WeBoost cell booster. We have one, we love it, and we find it essential when you're taking your camper van out into the middle of nowhere. Speaking of solar, the solar feeds an optional 200 amp hour AGM battery. This has a 2000 watt inverter, which is big enough to run the AC if you wanted to. There are windows around the entire pop top. Each one has a bug screen, which is fixed, and then a plastic window and a nightshade that comes over top of them. The window is able to be zipped in and out, and a nightshade just comes down and it velcros to the back. There are two sleeping options in here. The first is the bed in the pop top. It is the largest of the two. It is 4 feet wide, 6.5 feet long. And then there's another bed down here, which is 4 feet wide by 6 feet long that goes side to side. Now let me put this bed across and I'll show you what it's like to be up there and then bring the top down. The pop top comes up so high that I'm able to almost sit up straight in bed. Now let's see how comfortable this bed actually is. First thing, this bed is comfortable. The mattress is 5 inches thick with 3 different layers of foam, and I am just loving it up here. The other thing I really like about this pop top is the 360-degree view. I like the fact that all of the windows are able to come up and down, so you can open them all up if you're out in the forest and you want to see everything around you, or bring them down for some privacy. Either way, this is a very comfortable place and I would not mind sleeping up here. Let's see what the pop top looks like when we bring it down. They build the CV1 on the low roof Transit, which means when the pop top is down, there's really no headroom for me to stand up in here. But that's okay, because if you want to do some stealth camping, or maybe you're at a place where it's too cold to put the top up, there is still a bed down here that you can use, or you have it for friends or family. This bed is actually on 3 platforms that are all sitting right here with the cushions. The way this works is there are 2 rails along the side of the van, and then another 2 rails that when you're ready to make the bed, they go across, and then all 3 platforms sit here. So you're sleeping side to side, and again, this bed is 4 feet wide by 6 feet long. Now let's put the top up so I can stand again, and I'll show you the rest of the van. Along with the driver and passenger seat, there are 3 seats here, all with seat belts for passengers. And the cool thing about this is you can mount the seats in this direction so you can sit here and look out on everything. Or if you're driving down the road and you want to face forward, these seats can be unbolted, turned, and bolted back into the floor so that all 3 are facing the front. All of the controls are located here, as well as the WeBoost cell booster. All of the cabinets in this van are made with aluminum framing and lightweight materials on the side, which means this build out comes in just around 1,100 pounds, giving the Transit more than 2,000 pounds of carrying capacity. There is a small kitchen area with a 2-burner gas stove hooked up to a 10-gallon propane tank, small sink, faucet, and the faucet is attached to a 25-gallon freshwater tank. Under the sink, there is a generous storage area. Next to the sink, there is a 3 cubic foot refrigerator. Right next to me, there is a large cabinet with a roll-up door, and then behind here is the 25-gallon freshwater tank. And just behind the refrigerator is another storage cabinet, which leads me into the bathroom. So this is the bathroom. It seems to be the #1 thing we get asked about the most in our van, so I definitely wanted to show you this one. The nice thing about it is the van is very open, but at the same time you can make the bathroom area private by pulling this curtain across. There is a Thetford porta potty cassette toilet here that has a 5.5 gallon waste tank. Another feature of this area is that it has an outdoor shower. This guy right here. It has a quick detach hose, so if you need to use the toilet, you can just pop this off, sit down on the toilet. If you're gonna take a shower, there is another curtain that comes right across here. The curtain for the outdoor shower simply pulls across to the other door. Loosen this up and pull it right across. And there's where it latches into, and you're ready to take your shower. Now that you've seen the whole van, what is the price? Well, these are starting at $75,000 currently. Their typical MSRP is around $85,000, and they go up from there depending on the options that you choose. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to see more cool content, head on over to our website, we'retherussos.com. We'll see you next time. Bye.